That was just a great, gritty second half effort by our guys. I think the world of JMU. I mean, I think that is a really talented offensive team. They play at a. I thought LIU played at a fast pace, and so we've certainly this week got a lot of work in our transition defense. And it was a high possession game, so we gave up 70 points, but to hold them to 33% from the floor and 22% from three, he's a really, really good job. Defensively, we did a good job taking care of the ball for the most part. And then some guys who maybe struggled early in the game, just came up with big plays and good performances. So across the board, it was really good. It got tight there for a little bit. We could feel the city shaking, breaking. Everyone was shaking, but we were staying alive.
Questions for the players?
Gonar, just the spurt that you had there in the second half to help you guys create some separation. How important was that, not just for the team, but for you, given that obviously offense has been a little bit of a struggle for you at times here in the last week?
I think it was big, but it was easy to be confident just because with the energy we were getting from like Greg, AJ, and Jordan on the glass. So getting those shots up was easy because like those guys are going hard at the glass, and they provided great energy too tonight.
Jamal, the second game, I don't have the half-to-half stats in front of me, but the second game you kind of dominated one half. Why do you think that is? Is something changing from one half to the other?
Nothing's really changing. I stay aggressive throughout the whole game. Look for my shots, look for times I can make plays. I guess the difference is one half is not falling, one half it is falling. That's all I can say. But I just make sure I stay aggressive and keep being a leader, giving energy, taking energy from my teammates. And yeah.
Gonar, after that three banked in, you seemed to a little more aggressive with going to the basket and hitting some pull-ups and turnarounds. Anything? Was there a cause and effect there?
Coming out of the half, Javon and Greg just told me to stay confident, and Justin, because in the first half I was kind of shots were short, was kind of playing timid, and then definitely to see it go through felt good, and I was off the glass, so at least it wasn't short.
Gonar or Jamal, you can answer this one. It's the third time in program history that Mason has gone 4-0. How do you take that at all to the locker room? How do you use that to pump you guys up?
I'll take it. I mean, this past season and this season too, we had an emphasis on going 1-0 each game, so we're not worried about the past. If we went 4-0 anywhere, or like last year how we started off 0-3, we didn't worry about that. We just made sure we took each game at a time, each half at a time, each possession at a time, and we pounded the rock, and we just dug it out, got the win.
Either player, could you just comment on Jordan's second half? He may have been scoreless at halftime.
You're definitely scoreless at halftime. Not that I know.
Yeah, in the second half, he came out and he was aggressive. The two fouls in the first half, it was hard to kind of play through that, but he was aggressive and unstoppable towards the end. He made a lot of energy plays to get going, like hitting the glass, getting in the middle of the zone, and that really helped him to get going. We definitely needed it.
And I also wanted to say that about Jordan. He seen that I was struggling in the first half, but he wasn't thinking about himself. He was telling me keep my head up and things like that. So that definitely showed he had big character for that, and I think that translates to him having a good second half as well.
Anything else for the guys? Okay, thank you.
Coach, you shot roughly 53% in the second half. What opened up offensively that kind of turned things around?
Well, I think one of the things is, they're playing a lot of zone, and then when they're in the man-to-man man, they were kind of running under our ball screens, and like we got pretty good shots early, and we just talked about continuing to move the ball. So I thought we were a little more patient moving the ball. I thought Jordan, is very effective in the middle of the zone, not only to shoot it or drive it, but to facilitate as well. He's a good target in there. And then we made some open threes, and I think we had a lot of the same shots, to be honest with you, in the first half. I felt pretty good about the shots we're getting, and we're going to be a little bit streaky, from time to time. And certainly when you take a guy like Jordan Miller out of the game, it must have been 2 minutes into the game. I don't think he came out in the second half, so he played 22 minutes. So he must have played 2 or 3 minutes in the first half. That's a big. Everyone had to play a few more minutes, and so they were a little tired as well.
The rim protection that you got from AJ and Greg tonight, how significant is that? Do you think that's something that, obviously AJ's been doing that all season, but do you think that tandem can work like that?
Yeah, I think they can. Again, especially now, they were pushing the ball up against our press so much that we had to, try to get back in the half court, and they really put you in difficult situations. So we had to, adapt a little bit, 2 different times in kind of our coverages in the second half. Our guys did a good job with that. This is the second consecutive game where, the other team didn't play with a traditional 5-man, and so it made it harder for us to match up, with our traditional 5-man, and so I thought AJ did a good job back there as well.
Josh had a good game, but in general, the bench was great, and you had balance too.
Yeah, I mean, Josh and Xavier, especially, were great in the first half. Xavier got in foul trouble in the second half. Josh didn't do anything wrong. I mean, he 8.6 rebounds in 13 minutes. That's a heck of a stat line. But at the end, we just said we had to switch every ball screen because they were just picking us apart in our rotations. We were half a step slow. They were hitting shots. And so it was a little harder for Josh to maybe switch out to guys like Lewis and stuff like that, whereas AJ, just gave you a little more mobility. But I thought when he was in there, he was phenomenal.
Going back to Josh in the first half, it looked like they were looking for him down there pretty aggressively, getting on the ball, and he was pretty aggressive when he touched it. Was that by design, or was that just a situation where it presented itself and he took advantage of it?
Well, we told our guys, like, look, you're going to have a tough matchup, but they got a tough matchup with you, and who's going to win the turf battle? And so he took that. He also knew he had to run his rear end off back in the other end and chase these guards. So he better go get an offensive rebound, score it, so maybe it slowed down a little bit. So that was it. We just said be aggressive. We wanted to look inside because they were smaller, and less physical. Flip side, we had to chase them like crazy defensively.
Coach, it seemed like you really had like a nice Saturday night fever tonight, going 4-0. What does that mean to this program?
Well, it was a fun night. Most importantly, our guys played well. We won against a long-standing rival. Good crowd again. We fed off our energy. But again, it was great to hear Jamal kind of echo. Sometimes you wonder if the guys ever hear anything. He's like, we just want to go 1-0, and that's what we talk about, one possession at a time. Can't get too high, and you can't get too low. You just got to keep trying to get better.
Since coaches are superstitious, are we going to see this outfit again anytime soon?
You never know.
Thanks, Coach. Did you date Kathy?
No, I didn't. Come on.